He's so
Sometimes
ready.
I just sit here and like listen to this shit, and I realize this is going up on the internet for all of time.
Hell yeah.
You know,
It'll never die. Aliens will find this and be like, that's interesting. We didn't know that this guy had a dick magic.
and I'm just gonna stop. It's fine.
No, finish that statement.
No, the thought trailed off into this is what I'm doing with my life. Moving on.
Nah, man, we gotta get to police officers ignoring a robbery to play Pokemon Go.
Okay.
And,
Yes. What the fuck?
I heard about that. That was hilarious. That's so fucked up.
so this happened back in January.
Yeah.
2 Los Angeles police officers have been fired for ignoring a robbery in order to play Pokemon Go. I mean, understandable, really. True gamers put the game before all.
I just like I get being addicted to stuff, you know, but like, come on, like,
Come
What's that
on.
Pokemon
on.
Go?
Like, I'm glad they got fired though. That's what
Yes,
I was
yeah, that's
gonna
like
say
the
that
best part.
like, way before the podcast started. But like, I'm glad they got fired.
Yeah.
'Cause, like,
Absolutely.
we need to hold, especially our police officers, accountable for this shit.
Right, you need to be held to a higher standard. This motherfucker isn't at McDonald's.
Yeah.
Like, that's the whole point of your job.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, you're not like a fucking sales guy at Macy's. Like, you're trying to like save people. Like, fuck
like-
your
it's
EV.
like every time people are like, "Hey man, a cop's job is hard." Yeah, that's kind of the deal.
Like, that's why I'm glad they didn't just get like fucking
Reprimanded.
suspended. Like, I'm glad they got fired. you
Right?
know?
Yeah.
Like,
It's just like the thing that like confuses me is that like I wouldn't have a problem
If they were playing Pokemon Go and doing their job, but it's the fact that like, yeah, we're just not gonna answer this call to action, and we're actually gonna
Right.
drive across town to go
To get away from it, even.
to get away from it. And
oh
Man.
god.
But according to them, they were just chatting about the game rather than playing it on active duty.
I
yeah,
don't.
and then you hear the call logs. The call logs are so funny because it completely denies everything that they say.
Yeah, like it's like you guys are being recorded. Like, why the fuck would you lie? You're cops.
They probably lied so much and they're used to getting away with
Yeah,
it.
yeah, that's true. Yeah. What's fucked up is if they just shot the robbers, you know, they would just got like a suspension or something, you know. If they had done something way worse.
That's the
They
funny
would-
thing. Yeah. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Hey, Pokemon Go is actively destroying your communities. Proof right here.
I don't know. I think this is weeding out the police officers. And honestly,
that's
I'm
super
kind of
true.
for it.
They should make more stuff like this. They should make games specifically for police officers and then and then use them to weed out the weak ones not doing their jobs.
God, dude.
Not a problem. So my brain goes, they should get like the priest that has like belly dancers dancing in front of them, and they just have to sit there and just be like, yes.
But
Are
make
you-
sure he doesn't get a boner.
Yep. If he, did the pencil fall off your lap? Well, you are no longer able to be a priest. Get the fuck out.
All right. So since there's no Pokemon thing on here, we'll just jump to that.
Okay.
Nintendo
Oh,
hunts down videos of fan-made Pokemon first-person shooter.
Oh yeah, that's
So if you're looking at the GIF, it's literally just a guy with a gun, just shooting Pokemon.
yep.
It just,
Fantastic.
you know what, man? I don't really condone Nintendo hunting down like the videos of this and shutting it down or whatever, and scrubbing it from the internet. But I kind of get why.
I don't want them to, but I can understand this one.
Because
This one?
here's the deal: like games where you kill the fuck out of Pokemon have existed since like Newgrounds.
Yeah.
You know, like back in the day, there were plenty of kill Pokemon games because all those edgelords hated Pokemon being so popular.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like the shit has been around for a while. I really don't understand why. Maybe it's just because it's like the dude actually put work into killing these Pokemon. You know, with a gun, and Nintendo was like, we can't have that. That's bad for our brand.
But then you have the new pet game coming out soon that you'll be able to slave labor your Pokemon. Right. You'll be able to shoot with them. You'll be able to fight with them.
Exactly. They'll make your guns for you.
Yep. They'll make your team into an army. Your Pokemon can wield guns themselves.
God damn. What is the what is up with Pokemon plus gun lately?
I don't know, but it's fantastic sometimes.
There's also this game called Monster Crown. I think it actually just came out. And it also has like a dark story about the rich and Pokemon and killing shit. It's super weird. Have you guys seen anything from Pokemon Arceus? Now that we're
I've seen small amounts of gameplay, and everyone at work who's played it really likes it.
I kind of feel like I should pick it up, but I think Sword and Shield just burned me too bad. I just don't want to touch this shit anymore.
I honestly think you should pick it up, but
I might.
But just don't expect graphics.
Yeah, I never do Pokemon games
It's
anymore.
a Pokemon game, yeah.
Like, I don't like. So that's the biggest complaint I've heard about the game is that the graphics suck, and I'm like, it's a Pokemon game.
Yeah.
The fuck you mean it sucks?
Like like as soon as they start getting the 3D stuff, it's like, okay, like this stuff only looks good on like a 3DS, you know.
Exactly.
And
I'm just
even
like,
then, it's still kind of
like
compared to like all these other games that look fantastic on the Switch, like Breath of the Wild.
And the thing I think about is like, look, man, Crystal was fantastic. I would never look at Crystal and be like, man, these graphics kind of suck.
Right.
This Game Boy Advance game.
Right, like it's a Pokemon. Like it looks good for a Pokemon game. Even like that's like.
I'm like,
it's Pokemon, so you can't expect. That's not the deal with Pokemon. Like you don't worry about what it's gonna look like.
It's the designs of the Pokemon, which I've heard are ridiculously bad in 3D. Like in 2D, the designs look good, but as soon as you put them to 3D, the designs for the new Pokemon are rough.
Yeah,
that's
that's how a lot of stuff is for like 2D.
However, I've heard the gameplay is really good.
I heard it's fast. I heard it cuts out a lot of the bullshit.
I also heard that it's different and interesting, which is all that matters.
Right. Well, because apparently I guess it's basically just what people have wanted for a while, where you can just directly battle the Pokemon in the overworld and look at them while they fire blast at you.
And you have to dodge the fire blast, or else you'll die.
And then you throw the Pokeball at them, and then they get really small. They decide to get really small, and they jump inside.
They decide to get really small. They decide to become docile after you beat them for so long.
Right. Well, I mean, sometimes you don't even gotta beat them. If you just throw it at them, they'll just jump inside and then be like, "No, I don't want to be in here anymore," and then get out.
Yep.
Because apparently that's the actual lore of Pokemon.
That is the actual lore.
Yeah, just beat the submission out of them.
Yep.
Right. Beat them up,
I guess. Yeah.
Beat them up, and then they'll decide to get small and jump in. You know.
They gotta find a hiding.
They might still jump out anyway.
They gotta find a hiding spot so you don't beat them anymore.
Yeah.
And then you summon them, and they're like, "Oh no, he's
enslaved."
The only place I feel safe is inside that ball. And every time I get out, I have to fight for my life.
That's right.
It's just fainting. Don't worry.
Right? Yeah, they're not dying.
I think fainting is a fate worse than death. You just got revived to do it again.
Right, because you faint and then you wake up in a fucking like
you
wake up inside the Pokeball, which apparently also in the lore they're just completely conscious the whole time inside the Pokeballs.
Yep.
So if you like, I don't know, dropped one down a ravine forever, they just are aware of that the whole time.
Oh man.
So every time you saw in the anime when they just found a Pokeball that just been sitting there for 1,000 years.
Yep.
That's madness.
I still think my favorite thing is you'll see a Voltorb and someone will mistake it as a Pokeball. I'm like, how?
They're like ginormous.
Right? They're giant. Oh yeah, it's just a Pokeball. Voltorb.
Voltorb.
Uh,
I think terrorists use Voltorbs to fucking blow up like government
Look,
buildings. and
Yes,
Pokemon
they do.
universe.
I'm pretty sure that was in the original anime.
yeah, it is in the original anime.
I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm just like, man, Pokemon would be fucked. Like the Pokemon universe, if it used the same logic as ours, would just be fucked.
I mean, there's guns, so you know, to some degree they use the same logic we do. At some point, they were like, "Hey, these guns are better than having our Pokemon do it for us." So.
And then they realize, oh man, these guns are not very good against some Pokemon.
Right, yeah. Some Pokemon that can, like, phase through time and, all kinds of crazy shit.
So problem.
So, what were you gonna say, Cameron?
I was just gonna say something I've said like every time we bring up Pokemon, so I'm good. I was gonna bring up the fact that I would love to see like a war with Pokemon.
I would really not like to see that, actually.
I kind of thought that's what they were getting at with, like, the, what was that 3DS game? They had, like, Mewtwo and fucking, like, Hideyoshi or whoever the fuck on the cover.
Pokemon Conquest?
Yes. Was that not what that was?
I mean, it's like Pokemon Tactics, essentially.
Yeah. That's what I figured. It was like a war thing, right? Like, ultimately, like, just,
Yeah, but it's like feudal Japan.
yeah. Super weird. I mean, it's feudal Japan. It's feudal for a reason.
Yeah, I guess it's fair.
Everybody's fighting all the time. But what was that other game, Pokemon, where you could, like, you just kind of circled?
Oh, that's
It was
Pokemon
like for
Ranger.
DS. Yeah. Surprised they didn't do anything more with that, because I kind of thought Pokemon Ranger was kind of what would be like the big 3D thing, because that kind of did that. It did like the overworld Pokemon, I believe, that you could like circle around and all that shit.
Yeah.
Anyway, I put this in here, but I don't think anything's even come from it, since a bunch of testers at Raven Software are basically starting like a union. It's a 34-person unit, and it'll be the first ever union in the U.S. in the big budget video game industry. But I haven't seen anything about this since, and when I looked it up, it was just this kind of the same story. So
Okay.
I don't think anything's really happened.
Well, hopefully it does happen, and that's good.
That would be rad, yeah. Especially with
Especially
all
all
the fuckery
crunch time and
that's
shit,
going
yeah.
on. Yeah. These companies think they can get away with. Alright, Pokemon thing. So, alright, big story. Sony! The acquisition wars begin.
Yep. Here we go, buddy. Buckle in.
Sony buys Bungie for $3.6 billion.
I find it really funny that Bungie has gone from being a Microsoft company to a Sony company in the span of like less than 7 years.
Right, yeah. Well, because they were like independent, then they got bought, then they went independent again, then they got bought again. Like, so, yeah, this is a. So anyway, okay, let me just read the story. Sony buying Bungie for $3.6 billion. Destiny Studio will remain multi-platform, able to self-publish and reach players wherever they choose to play.
Yep.
So basically, they'll get to own all this shit for the most part, unless like Sony like basically commissions them to make a game for them. Like if they make the next, whatever. Like if Sony decides to come out with like a shooter, maybe, to kind of compete, to, like their own exclusive shooter or something.
What was that one shooter that Sony just put out? That the beta test just happened recently.
I have no idea.
Not Crossfire X, is it?
Oh no, it
That
wasn't.
sucked.
Sorry, it wasn't Sony. It was Square Enix put it out. Never mind. Ignore me.
Oh, that's right.
Okay.
It wasn't like, yeah, because it was like a 2-hour beta for something, wasn't there?
Yeah,
It was like really short. I was like, what the hell?
the Square Enix shooter is called Outriders. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Its release date is April 1st. Got it. So yeah, different company. Never mind.
Yeah.
Sony and Square Enix, I get those mixed up sometimes just because of how like intertwined they are.
Yeah. Kind of shocked that hasn't happened yet. Sony just buys them.
Yep.
I don't know, man. I don't necessarily see this as a bad thing. The Bungie games work best when they have large budgets.
Yeah. I guess the only reason I kind of see it as a bad thing is like, all right, well, one of the big three is just buying up somebody else, or not one of the big three, like one of the big, it was like 6,
Yeah.
like those 6 huge companies that just own basically every other fucking company.
It's
Yeah.
being reduced down to 3.
Yeah, like I don't want it to just be, you know, those few. I want more independence, you know. I want bigger independence. I don't want, you know, Bungie was pretty big, and then they got just bought out. So it's like, damn, it would have been nice to have like a nice big independent place that could just do whatever the fuck it wanted.
Yeah.
I can't wait for Deshaun's like happy version of the apocalypse where all big video game companies crash and it's just the fucking indie releases galore for the next 10 years.
Games will be better for it. I
agree.
guarantee you.
But also, sometimes I just like playing Call of Duty. So
They'll still make Call of Duty, man. Those people gotta go somewhere.
Call of Duty will never stop being made.
Yeah. You know, the stuff won't stop. Like, because look at all these Pokemon likes that are suddenly coming out. Just because Pokemon became, you know, like a little bit easier, suddenly now everybody's making like Pokemon likes. You know, because it's time.
As soon as Call of Duty can't be made anymore, the creators of Call of Duty will go make Call 2 Duty.
Duty of the Call.
Just Call 2 Duty. That's pretty good. And you know what they'll be able to do, and also they'll be able to make quote unquote Call 2 Duty games that actually have good stories, you know, and good characters and shit going on because they're not tied down by some garbage.
Yeah.
But yeah, this deal. Let's see. After the deal closes, Bungie will be an independent subsidiary of SIE run by a board of directors consisting of current CEO and chairman Pete Parsons and the rest of the studio's current management team. Will remain multi-platform. They had the option to self-publish, so they can, you know, put stuff out wherever they fucking want it to. They'll keep maintaining Destiny 2. Blah 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 blah. Business, blah 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 blah.
Is this working?
Let's see.
Yeah, if you
here
don't
we
put
go.
in that fucking unicorn kitty from Lego Movie over that, I'm gonna be very disappointed.
Yeah, shit, if I can find it. Let's see. The deal caps off a massive January for games industry acquisitions. Take-Two announced an agreement to acquire Zynga for roughly $12.7 billion on January 11th, and Microsoft followed up with a $68.7 billion deal for Activision Blizzard a week later. So yeah, everybody's buying each other up.
Yep.
Surely nothing bad can come from this. Surely.
Yeah,
Sure.
no, this
I-
definitely isn't like 1980 fucking 7 all over again.
I am excited to kind of see what Bungie puts out. Maybe now, you know, their development timelines won't, you know, it won't be like 6 months this will happen, and then another 6 months this will happen, and then another 6 months this will happen. They'll get shit out a little bit faster, and they'll be able to make some other games. These Bungie guys are talented,
Yeah, they are, but
and they
also-
only occasionally fuck up.
Only occasionally.
Oh shit! What the fuck? There we go. Did anything else happen? Besides the Street Fighter shit?
Capcom fighting
Street,
collection with rollback.
Street Fighter 6 got announced.
What? Did it?
Yeah.
I didn't see that. I only
Ryu
saw
has a
that the
beard
Capcom
now.
Fighting Collection guy.
Ryu looks like the Hulk now.
Ryu looks like, yeah. Well, he looks like Chris Redfield.
He looks like Have you seen that picture?
Yeah.
He also looks like what's it called Shrek's older brother.
Jesus Christ, what happened to his shoulders?
It's huge. Well, he looks like
A
he
brick
really looks
wall,
like-
a barnyard.
he looks like Masoyama, the guy he's based on.
But like, he's always been like kind of unreasonably buff, even for a martial
Oh, yeah.
artist.
Oh yeah.
But like, he doesn't He looks like a space marine from StarCraft.
Looks like Doom guy.
Yeah, like, are we sure he's not wearing like a flesh-colored suit? Because that's not how physics.
Take a look at that.
Oh my god.
It's what's it called? It's 100% Shrek's older brother.
No, but Shrek has like a slope going down to his shoulders that looks wildly human-like.
Yeah,
Ryu is a fucking robot.
His shoulders are just consuming his neck.
I've seen people with shoulders like that, but god damn, square as fuck.
I'm pretty sure Masayama literally looked like that. Like the dude was like pretty squat. So
Yeah.
Hold on, let me see if I can find a picture of the guy he's based on. I think I got it.
is this the link? Oh yeah. Pretty good.
Like, come on, don't tell me they don't look the same.
That's super true. Just put a beard and some hair on him.
Like, fuck, man.
That's funny.
Oh man, that's pretty great.
Yeah. But so Street Fighter 6 got announced, I guess. Whatever. To me, the real announcement was the Darkstalkers collection basically getting announced. It also has fucking Red Earth and Cyberbots on it. Like, come on, man. To me, that's the real. Like with rollback.
With rollbacks.
That's the announcement, really. But yeah, Street Fighter 6 got announced with their super generic esports.
Oh my god, it's so bad. It's so
pretty bad.
It like
I've already seen like 4 or 5 different redesigns that still incorporate the same elements that look 1,000 times better.
Yeah, like the hexagon's a cool little touch. I like that, but it's got no flair to it.
The shitty generic SF that's like $80 on the Adobe store.
Oh, and then
Super bad.
I like the little 6 in the corner. Someone put a message out saying that it looks like they got 6 notifications or 6 emails.
Right, yeah.
That shit is so.
No, that's just 6 messages when somebody rage quits.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. That's what
No,
it looks like.
it's just telling you that you're not connected to the Ethernet cable. Hey, you're on Wi-Fi. Hey, you're on Wi-Fi.
Hey, it's like over and over again.
Dude.
Also, speaking of looking bad, I've finally turned against Luke. I think he looks fucking stupid.
I think he looked.
Fine character design, just not for this game.
I think he'd look fine if he took that fucking sleeveless hoodie off and maybe changed his hair a little bit. I think it looks stupid. Like he looks like. I even tweeted this. Like the fucking. It's gonna be weird seeing classic Street Fighter characters fight mannequins wearing esports merch.
I mean, he just looks like he should be playing acoustic guitar at like the local coffee shop.
But I will say
He looks like a rejected King of Fighters character.
I like his design way better in Street Fighter 6 than the original.
I like it a little better, but again, like the sleeveless hoodie just looks stupid. Just take it off. The undershirt he's wearing is totally fine.
At least
Dude,
he doesn't
me
have
and my sleeveless
Popeye's
hoodie
arms.
have some words for you.
Like why have a sleeveless hoodie over sleeves?
Because I like the look. Because I'm Japanese and it's in my blood.
Dumb looking. Like it's like, this character's missing something. You know, he's got like the tight regular shirt with the long sleeves. He looks perfectly fine. But what he needs something that really, you know, it relates to the kids. You know, how about a fucking blue and yellow, bright yellow fucking sleeveless hoodie
Look,
that completely clashes with everything else he's wearing.
I'm not going to disagree with you about how stupid it looks. I'm going to disagree with you on the fact that sleeveless hoodies themselves are bad. I like sleeveless hoodies.
Sleeveless hoodies can be fine as long
looks
as they're
fucking
not
stupid,
also
yeah.
over something that has sleeves on it, you know? It defeats the purpose.
I guess. Maybe I just want a hood. Maybe I just want to feel good about my body.
I think a sleeveless hoodie does the same concept as a like a vest. You can wear a long sleeve shirt under it as long as it's meant for the warmth. Like a sleeveless hoodie makes sense when you're trying to be stylish, but you're still trying to stay warm.
Like every sleeveless hoodie's like thin as fuck. They're not forewarm.
They're not.
Like,
They're not at all.
Yeah, dude. Fucking, you think we can afford full-size, full-thickness hoodies in California? No, you fucking die of overheating.
just like it's like he would look totally fine if they just took that crap off. I hope they don't do that with like the rest of these newcomers. Like I hope they don't just look like mannequins wearing esports merch. But since Street Fighter is clearly moving in that direction of trying to be like a legit esports thing, yeah, they'll probably look like that. They'll probably look very generic and just be like, you know, MMA fighters basically.
So I will say, like, from the announcement, it does seem like they're going back to like a tournament scene versus just, yeah, I'm fighting some random dude
Whatever
here,
they were doing before, yeah.
fighting some random dude there. It looks like it's actually going to be like a full-on tournament
Yeah,
of power.
Because like a lot of fighting games have kind of like lost the plot. Like they've forgotten like a lot of these. Like King of Fighters, I think in 14 finally got back to it just being a tournament.
King of Fighters, King of Fighters, King of the Iron Fist Gauntlet, or whatever it's called in Tekken.
Tournament, yeah.
Yeah.
King of Iron Fist tournament, yeah.
Yeah.
Because in like Tekken 7, I think like I don't remember what the deal is. Like there is no tournament going on. Like
No.
like
It's just
No
all
tournament at all.
it's just all these people fighting because of power.
and then Street Fighter, it's the same thing. The story is there's no tournament. It's just because even though it's the Street Fighter tournament, there's no tournament. It's fucking weird. But then if you go into the arcade, the characters act like it's a tournament.
Like-
Whatever.
The only fighting games that don't have tournaments where the story still doesn't make sense are like Blaze Blue and Guilty Gear and all that.
Right,
kind of-
because they're more about just characters running into each other and being like, "I'm gonna kill you."
Yeah,
You know,
in Street Fighter, like every time there's a fight in Street Fighter in the story mode, I'm like, this makes no sense.
Right. Like, why are you two fighting each other right now?
Rashid fights G for a YouTube video.
Yeah. Oh my god.
That is,
yeah.
dude,
Like,
that's the most valid reason to fight somebody in the entire series. You know how much money he's gonna make off of that?
Right?
yeah. I mean, if it wasn't like the Street Fighter tournament, you know, it'd be fine. If it was just, hey, we really are just Street Fighters running into each other, but it's like the whole context is there's supposed to be a fucking tournament.
Like the Hado fights make sense, or the Bison fighting against Bison makes sense because he's the evil dude. You want
Right.
to stop evil dude from
And
doing
I think
evil.
in like the first couple of games, he was like the sponsor of the tournament.
Yeah.
You know, so like it made sense that he was like the big bad to take down.
Oh man. All
Weird
right.
shit.
Yeah.
Weird shit.
But I like the announcer though. I do like the announcer.
Yeah, I mean the answer's always pretty good. So I guess we'll just have to see more.
Yep.
I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm not feeling this direction. I guess though. Look, man. Don't fuck up Jury, and I'll be cool.
Don't fuck up Jury. Don't fuck up Chun-Li. I hope you somehow make the tire guy the Hugo replacement, whatever I don't know his name, the baby. The poisons person, not Hugo.
Oh, fuck, what's his name? Yeah, I know what you're talking about though. Yeah.
Yeah. I hope he gets downsized so he doesn't look like. I just, you know what?
I don't even think he'll be back for this game.
I just want this game to not have the problem where I see humans doing inhuman things. That's
I think it is going to get more realistic since they're going
That-
in like the weird esports
because
direction.
if it looks like Tekken, sure. If it gets closer to Mortal Kombat, I'm gonna be real upset
That'd be weird.
because I can't stand that look.
Yeah, like the like way too real. Yeah.
Yeah. Like if it keeps its like anime-esque look, I'll be fine.
Like I think the actual I think the classic characters will be fine. I think in fact the classic characters will probably have the best designs they've ever had.
Mm-hmm.
You know. But then these newcomers will come in and they will be the weird, uncanny valley like
Gotcha.
freaks. I feel like that's what it's gonna be. Because I don't think. Because I'm pretty sure he fucking died in the story anyway, so I'm pretty sure he's not gonna come back for a while.
That's
if
what
he
they
ever
always
does come
say.
back. Yeah, that's true. I mean, Mortal Kombat
Oh.
is the same thing too. Where they'll kill off like half the cast, and then they'll just be back for the next game.
So, I was talking to my mom about the new Lord of the Rings thing and the new Marvel thing, right? And my mom said the most perfect thing of why everyone should hate multi-universes. So I thought she was going to go about, like, I don't understand it. But no, she goes, I don't get it. I don't understand how you can like these shows. When a character dies, they just come back.
Yeah, that's been the problem with comic books for like decades.
And I'm like, Mom, you get it. You said the perfect thing right away. She's like, that's like the big issue with them. Is that she's like, I don't understand. Like, I can't follow the story because if a character dies, I'm not worried about them. They just come
That's
back.
the point we're at now. Like, people who are just like, even now the movies and shit are getting to that point. The TV shows, like yeah, like we've been saying that. We've been trying to tell people for years.
I was just like, so my mom's like, yeah, I like Lord of the Rings more because at least when they die, I can understand.
They die, they stay fucking dead.
Like,
yeah.
I can follow the story better because I don't have to worry about them coming back.
That's why like Game of Thrones is so gripping. As soon as somebody fucking dies, they fucking die.
Yeah. Like, she's like, so I heard her say that, and I'm like, that's too perfect. Like, that's wonderful.
That's pretty good.
She gets it. I love it. She gets it.
Did any other bullshit happen?
Lots of other
Besides,
bullshit
like-
happened, but do we care is the better question.
That's also true.
So
I don't really give a, you know.
I didn't write much down, which is the problem.
I mean, I have a shit ton of stuff open that I've just been reading through, but it's all
Yeah.
like pretty minute stuff. That's like, here's a little thing that happened. Here's another little thing that happened.
I'm trying to think of anything else important.
Not really.
All
Anything
right.
you guys are looking forward to?
Death.
Also that. I mean, that's just a given, right? Like,
Yeah.
you don't even gotta.
Yeah.
That's always at least at the bottom of the list. Right? Like,
Elden Ring for sure.
Elden Ring for sure. The fucking Moon Knight TV show's coming out in March. Hopefully that doesn't suck.
Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2 announcements should be this summer, I think.
Wait, the announcement? Oh, that's right. It's like in June, I believe.
I hope so. Like,
Great. So an announcement for the thing we already know is coming out. Great.
yeah, yes. I just want I just want to know where it's going to start at. Because if it doesn't start from like the ending of the last part, it's gonna be weird.
It's gonna start like right in the middle of the
Like-
Chocobo races.
I want it to be like, put in disc 2, please. That would be the greatest part, is if
That would be funny.
after you beat, like, if you go back and beat it after you own part 2, it'll ask you to put in part 2, which is
That's cool.
just go back to the main menu and click part
Yeah,
2.
just click on the thing.
But it has to have a screen that says insert disc 2 or something like that, just as a
Some
nod.
bullshit that they're gonna make you buy the second part of this game. You have to pay like $120 about. Actually, no, because they've been upping these prices. So if you bought the old game for like $60, this next one will probably be $70. So you're gonna pay like $130 for this game.
Aren't
And that's
we-
not even counting like special editions or anything, or
Yeah.
like DLC.
Yep.
That's why I'm just waiting to get this shit. Like, I got part 1 for free when they gave it out for free on my PS4. So yeah, I will not be touching this until it's available to me, and it doesn't, kill my wallet. I'll just play the original till then. What else is coming out?
I'm trying to think.
Nothing really.
Nothing.
The year's kind of like later on. The year stuff's coming out, but it's not really.
Yeah.
That fucking weird Kirby game's coming.
Oh my, yeah.
You guys see that shit?
Yes.
Oh my god. Mouthful mode. Oh my god, dude, you gotta see this shit. You gotta see this shit.
Did
Yeah,
you
look
ever?
up the new Kirby game and just take a gander at mouthful mode?
Hold on, all I'm getting are oh, that's not Photoshop.
No.
No.
Okay, I'm Canon Second. You guys can find me on Twitter and YouTube. I'm getting the fuck out of here.
All right.
Yeah, I did not like it either when I saw it. I did not. I love Kirby. I don't give a fuck about mouthful mode.
Yeah, nope,
don't
I'm done
like
here.
it.
Don't want to see that.
But yeah, that's what's coming.
Disturbing.
Breath of the Wild 2 sometime this year. Probably not.
I
Oh.
hope soon.
Hopefully.
Yeah,
Maybe Silk Song.
I love some Breath of the Wild.
Look, man, Elden Ring exists, so anything is possible.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Kingdom Hearts 3 exists, so anything is possible.
Right, anything is possible. Fucking Last Guardian exists, so anything is possible. Final Fantasy VII Remake exists, so...
Has there been a single game that has actually lived up to the hype like that? Like, I guess Final Fantasy VII wasn't terrible, but...
I think
Like-
that might have been the only one.
Because, and Kingdom Hearts 3 wasn't
No.
terrible, but
It did not live up to the hype.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I can't really think of anything that really lived up to the hype of, like, this game's been in development for 10 years or whatever, and it just
So-
didn't come out.
there was Final Fantasy 15. Did not live up to the hype. There was
Did not.
Kingdom Hearts.
In fact, it was unfinished.
There was
So,
Kingdom Hearts
That
3.
toast, though.
Kingdom Hearts 3 did not live up to the hype. Duke Nukem. Nah.
Oh.
no.
The original.
Nah.
The original. Fucking
Right, yeah.
hype feast.
The original 10-year in development.
Yeah.
There was what's it called? The one game in space where you travel around that they put time
No
into
Man's
to make
Sky.
it. Yeah, that came out. Did not live up to the hype. Although it's better now.
Right. they
Well, so is
fixed it.
Kingdom Hearts 3. What's your point?
Yeah. Exactly.
Didn't like a Dragon Quest come out that lived up to it, sorta? Well, I guess it wasn't. It was a remake, and it wasn't in development for 10 years.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, Dragon Quest 11 came out, and that game's fantastic, but I don't
Yeah.
remember there being any hype for it, besides people were like, the game came out, and they're like, oh, this is a good game. Like,
Oh, nice. Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
no,
So
Cyberpunk wasn't even in development for that long. And it did live up to the hype.
I mean, if it was
was
in
in-
development for that long,
It was in development for a while.
Yeah.
the only way Cyberpunk would have lived up to the hype if it had been in development for 10 years would is literally prints out a fucking blowjob machine.
Yeah.
plus a VR machine.
Like,
Yeah, I don't. I think Final Fantasy VII Remake might be the only one that has done it
It's like
successfully.
the closest.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
not, yeah, it's like not bad, but it definitely was like
I
dragged
don't think it
down.
really lived up to the hype. Yeah.
But like, it was one of those ones where like we put down the money for it, and I came out of it. And I'm like, okay, yeah, maybe I do want to play the original, which I'll take that as a win, I guess. But that's a conversation for a different podcast, I think.
yeah.
That's true.
You can find Came at second and Cabe in second.
And real_CS on Twitter and fake
Yeah.
band practice. We actually have shit out. Not on Spotify
Nice.
yet, but on YouTube we have a video out, and I'm going to be putting the concert up there so you can see me biff all the notes live.
It's all
Nice.
good. You can find me at I Press the Buttons on YouTube and Twitch, and then IPT Buttons on Twitter.
And you can find me at Super Urban Buddha on Twitch and YouTube, and Mr. Urban Buddha on Twitter.
Hell yeah.
All right.
And as always, laugh at yourself.